Ooh, you're locked in on YouTube. What's up, YouTube? You're locked in on your favorite streaming platform. What's up, listeners? You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with us, and we definitely appreciate that. This is the Fresher Than Your Average podcast. I am Jay Hove. To my left, got my dog, S. Wash. How you doing, man?
Doing good, brother. You doing all right?
I'm here.
Glad to be here.
Got a full crew in. Cameraman's here. Jeff's here. My dog, Coach Lock, in the building.
Why you gotta say my dog? Why I can't be your dog?
Nah, you my dog. Nah, you my dog. I ain't starting no. You full crew now, but you know what it is.
Yeah, man.
My boy. Yeah.
Cameraman in the building.
Cameraman is here. Cameraman, as usual.
Yeah.
What we're doing on this issue, we're speaking on the hottest fashion houses of the culture as we roll into Q4 of 2024, man. Lot going on in fashion. If you missed our hot tub, fresh tub time machine, we started off in the 80s, went to the 90s, all the way to the 2000s and ending things in the 2010s. So it's a full collection of what was hot, what was not.
Great series, man.
A great series. I got a lot of positive feedback.
Yeah.
Wash, you had a lot of backtracking on last couple of episodes. I'm going to let that one rock.
Yeah. Well, you want to clear out?
No.
We can address?
Clear out.
Okay.
Unless you want to talk about Shaquille O'Neal. You want to do your clear out on Shaq? Nah.
Nah.
I'll
save it.
All right.
Yeah.
Question of issue 0019. Where you can get your sponsorship right here. It is sent in from HBCU Life on Twitter. The question is, what are you guys' thoughts regarding Morehouse's alum, James Jeter, being announced as the first African-American creative director at Ralph Lauren? What you got, Wash? How you feel about that?
Hey, I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing, especially with what we're seeing with DEI.
Yeah.
And how it's being eliminated in a lot of companies. It's dope to see Ralph Lauren over there.
Tell the people what DEI
still down
is,
with it. Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was, I guess that's what about 4 or 5 years ago, it was a hot topic, position to have,
Big
position
thing.
to grab.
Oh, yeah.
Also making some great money doing that role.
Hell yeah.
Fast forward to 2024, pretty much all, PWI universities are eliminating that role department, along with corporations too.
Yeah.
So it's super refreshing to see Ralph Lauren tap into this and give somebody an opportunity, person of color, African American. So it's dope.
Yep, 57 years as a fashion house, and you finally let a person in color.
It's about time. That's where you're going with it.
One
Okay.
of those about times for me. It's a big deal, though. But what I hope he embraces during his time there, because it won't be there forever, right?
Right. No.
Marc Jacobs was the creative director for Louis Vuitton in 2009. So things change. I just hope he finds a way to embrace the low heads who kept Polo popping when they were at Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington Coat Factory. They make more than great coats. They had Polo there, and it was a downtime for Polo at a specific time, and the bounce back was primarily brought through from the low heads. So, and if you don't know what the low heads are, these are the people that are Polo collectors. They go to Snow Beach and wearing all of the cool, super, super limited edition stuff of Polo Ralph Lauren. So, yeah, man, it was a time, though. You could catch a good Polo in the middle of Marshalls.
Yeah.
TJ Maxx.
Shit, man,
have you peeped that? They ain't there no more.
No, not anymore.
It's
not
crazy,
anymore.
right?
It's out of there now.
Usually, if that happens, you go to Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington Coat Factory, it's over with.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I would always be in search of the peak.
Yeah.
The peak Polo.
Yeah, Jeff got some.
So.
Jeff brought up a good point. Jeff brought a really good point. They said that they have their own warehouse now. And also you go to like the outlets. There's a lot of the stuff there.
That makes sense.
Yes. I mean, you got to think of it. Yeah, it makes sense. Now Polo being so big, now they outfit the Olympics.
Right.
Which they hadn't done, prior to. And I'm not just saying it was all because of the low heads. Not necessarily that, but had a lot to do with it, keeping it, especially within our culture.
Keeping it relevant.
Keeping it relevant, for sure. Yeah, man. So shout out to James Jeter, HBCU, man.
Yeah, Morehouse man.
Morehouse man. Next up, we have recent pickups. Wash, what did you cop since our last issue, my brother?
Man, first off, I was active.
You was active?
I was active. Yeah. I'll admit that.
Spend
So
some money.
first cop was a Nike Foam Posit 1 International Blue.
Okay.
We didn't pull the trigger on that one.
True. Yeah.
So,
Jeff is excited about that.
Yeah, that's my first phone posit.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Did you go up half a size?
Ever in life. No, I went true to size.
I
haven't gotten them in yet.
Ain't gonna be a little tight, my brother.
But here's a good side to it though.
Should have called me, brother.
I got them on retail. I mean, I got them on retail. So if I need to exchange, flip, they can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
But I'm trying to tell you, listen.
Well, what if I go with a super thin, silky sock? You know, I'm just messing with you, man.
Yeah, no, that's the. Hey, listen, boy, when you was trying to find a shoe, and you needed to get in that joint, you get a little thin. Back then, it was a
hosiery, right? Yeah, damn near.
Yeah,
shoot.
I ain't never take the sole out.
Nah,
take
man,
the sole out was crazy.
That's living on the edge right there.
On the edge right there. You might take a bad step, and you like damn Fred Flintstone out this bitch.
Yeah, man. So that was one, and the second was the I got a Clark Wallaby, bro.
Okay.
It's in like a olive kind of yellow tone.
Okay.
Great for the fall, so I'm excited about rocking that. I may throw those on next issue.
Nah, that's a good shoe. I don't own a Clark Wallaby. I did the Kith when they put the Clark Wallaby at the bottom of a Samba. But I've never owned a Wallaby, man. I'm thinking about getting a pair of those. You know what? Kith had a good collab with Clark's Wallaby, and they had a dope one. But it had I didn't like had like a pattern on the toe. Right. I ain't really do that. I just so yours is like an olive, like
it's kind of yellow.
Yellow. Okay.
Yeah. It's and it's suede.
Suede,
basically. So the classic cut though.
Yeah,
for sure. So,
what else
low
you cut?
No, just those two.
That was a good.
That was it. You know, that was it.
That's enough.
Holidays be approaching fast.
Yeah. No, for sure. I only copped one thing.
You?
I copped the Jordan 1 Low Mocha. I've been I've noticed wearing Jordan 1 Lows that I'm gonna circle back and get a bunch of different of those colorways.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. They are coming, and I went to TSU, Tennessee State University. They're having I want the Howard Jordan 1 Low, but I can't get it because I went to TSU. But it don't have Howard on it anywhere.
It's just a colorway
on the insole.
Okay,
it got that. So
on the tag, does it not have HU on the tag? I'm talking about the back tab. I'm sorry.
On the back tab, like where it say right here.
Yeah,
it might
double check.
HU. I'm gonna look. I'm finna look
check,
right
man.
now.
So that's a clean shoe. Great idea as well. Yeah. I know some like to attribute that whole thing idea to Kai, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'm rolling with that, but
it's cat. It's cat. Nah. Let me look for these Howards. Cause
there's a short video of the coach wearing a pair of Kais back in the day.
Yeah, ain't nobody.
In turn, Nike said, you know what? We should do that.
It says Nike Air. Nah, it don't have from these pictures that I'm looking at online right now. Okay. It just has Howard Bison in the insole. Still, I don't feel right. I'd be wrong. It'll be wrong.
Safe.
Yeah, it may be wrong. And
Howard and TSU play this year, right?
They do.
We in there.
And basketball and football. Yeah, we in there.
We're there.
Sure. And I copped the Jordan 1 Low Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, copped those too. So just decided to. Yeah, and then they look good with jeans going into the fall.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, so
I'm excited about fall.
Yeah, it's my time to thrive.
Yeah, it's time to flourish right there.
Yeah. Let's get to cop or drop. Yeah. Next segment up, we have cop or drop. Watch, kick us off, my brother.
Yeah, man. First up, we have the A-Ma Monier Air Jordan 4 Women's Phantom Colorway. Yeah. Release date is September the 19th. The retail price is $225. The resale is $300. Is this a cop drop or resale?
It's a great shoe. I like the way it looks. But I think it's made for Scotty Beams.
Yeah.
You know, your Vashti Colas. This is a women's cop, man. I think this is one of those ones where I think the guys should kind of stay away from this one and let the ladies cop.
Oh, time out. So why should guys stay away from this one?
Okay.
But with the black A-Ma 3s that came out, those are fair game for the fellas. So why? What's the?
Well, it's black.
Why?
It's a black tone. So in turn, it was more of a unisex color. This looks more like a women's color.
The colorway, yeah.
It almost looks like rose.
Got you. So you're seeing more of a rose colorway.
Yeah, rose colorway with that, and they're a great shoe. Yeah, they look good.
Oh yeah, quality looks pristine for sure.
I'm just not copping these. We can leave them for Scotty Beam, dog. Cop them.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I know. I know. But yeah, I mean, I just don't think I'm gonna cop these. It's a good ticket, and I'm sure it'll go down. This is the thing about A-Mas. They don't have resale value. If you look at all of them, you can catch basically all of them for a little bit more than retail.
Yep.
At the most. And that's going all the way back to the threes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a
Talking
good
about
cop.
the white threes.
The white threes. Yeah, not too much above retail. So yeah, man, it's a good cop, but I'm gonna skip these. Definitely. Next up, we have the Air Max 90 in the reverse duck camo colorway. Originally came out in 2020. These come out on September the 19th for a retail price of $140. If you want a pair right now, $225. Cop drop a resale wash.
So you're saying this is a re-up on these from 4 years ago?
It was. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they did it so fast.
Right, that does seem kind of fast.
Yeah.
This is a drop for me.
Yeah.
Camo Air Max is not something I need in my rotation. So yeah, this is a drop. I do like the white laces. They pair with the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I like the combinations, but it's just not something I'd ever wear.
Yeah.
So what about you?
I don't own a pair of Air Max 90. Shout out to Coach Locke, big Air Max 90 guy. If I were to cop a pair, it would be these though. These are hard. Something you can wear a lot with.
Mm-hmm.
I've just never got around to copping a pair. If I can catch them below retail or something like that, I would cop, but not paying resale or anything like that. And I think if you were to get a Air Max 90, it would be, of course, you can't get the off-whites, but if you can get some of these or the opposite duck camo colorway that came out a couple of years back, it would be a cop. But yeah, man, if I get these below retail, I'll cop these though, but they're fire though. I like them.
Yeah,
this came out.
Yeah, he had a nice run in these too. Remember, he was wearing there was more of the non-stitch version of them.
Yeah,
those are super dope.
Yeah, those are fire. But I'm telling you, you can wear so much with that. Camo is always a good shoe, and with that iridescent, like weird red that you have there, man, it'll work. You can wear those. It's just hard for me to get a pair of Air Max 90s that kind of work for what I'm wearing. So
right,
but these would be the pair. If I were to cop a pair, it would be these.
That makes sense. For sure.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Mocha. Release date is September the 21st. Retail price is $140. Resale is $190. Is this a cop drop or resale?
Yep, these are the ones I caught from my recent pickups.
Yeah, man.
It's a great sneaker.
It is.
Got lucky on an early draw with these, but excited to wear them. Good fall winter shoe. I didn't have the Air Jordan. I said the Air Jordan, but the Mocha Jordan 1.
Yeah, the high top.
Yeah. I didn't get these. So I decided to get these, and it'll be a little bit easier to wear with these. But yeah, big fan of these. Trying to decide if I'm gonna do white laces with these. Wash, keep the black laces in. I don't know. They don't come.
Yeah, I think the white lace would it definitely make a more clean, like a more clean look.
More clean look. Yeah,
on the top of it. So yeah, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong either way though.
I
mean,
agree.
This is it's funny because when the high mocha dropped, right, a lot of people were, I wouldn't say ragging on them, but there was a fraction of people that said if you cop the high mochas, then you couldn't cop the Travis Scotts. Right, it was on that type of vibe.
Okay.
You couldn't get the Travis Scott, so you got these.
Yeah.
For these though, I'm not seeing or hearing that because I think it's just a classic.
Yeah.
Air Jordan 1 Low. Like you said, man, this you can do a lot of things with in fall and winter.
Yeah.
So.
Were you wearing trench, like a good trench with this? You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Yeah, that's a good.
You like coat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's just a good cop, man. And then a lot of stuff that's coming out from ALD all the way through Kith is a lot of that brown. So I think it'll be a good year for this shoe. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Next up, we have the Amy Leon Dore New Balance 475 in a tan and green colorway and a tan and blue colorway as well. These come out on September the 26th for a retail price of $140. If you want a pair right now, it's $325. Wash, cop, drop, or resale.
I like the tan and green. It's super clean, super sleek look.
Okay.
The tan and blue with that navy piece on it, it looks like the shoe is on the wrong foot. It looks like it fits weird.
Yep.
I do think they're both clean though. If I were to cop, it would be the tan and green though, just because that's a color I don't have a lot of. So, I would cop the tan and greens.
I'm gonna stay away from these. I'm not a fan of the 475s, 574s. I just don't like how they look on my foot, and it's very similar to a Nike silhouette that came out. I got a pair of the I ain't even watched the show Stranger Things.
Yeah,
they have a sneaker. The tailwind. Yeah, they're made. This is the tailwind version.
Gotcha. Okay.
For New Balance. So basically, a streamlined shoe. It's gonna look really weird on foot, but when you're walking past, they don't look as bad. Kind of similar to you own a pair of 550s, New Balance.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, not the 550s.
Yeah.
Most of my New Balances are in the 9 family.
Yeah. Jeff, did you ever get those purple Rich Paws. Those Rich Paws, those shoes are very, like, if you look at them walking past, they're fine. But if you're looking down on them,
it's like a square toe box
it
or
looks
whatever.
weird. I got a pair of the navy blue Rich Paws, and every time I wear them, I'm like, these look like it's a damn 7.5. It makes my foot look so small. But in turn, if you look at them sideways, they're fine.
It's that basketball shoe, right?
It is.
Yeah,
that
I sold my
shoe.
pair.
Yeah. It's just one of those ones, man. That 475 it's not a good silhouette that you can kind of wear with a bunch of different things. So it's a pass for me on these in both colorways.
The resale is nuts.
The resale is crazy. Just anything ALD right now is on fire, and especially coming from a New Balance house. So yeah, big pass for me.
Cool. Next up, we have the ASAP Rocky Puma Inhale Distressed in black and red.
Oh shit.
Release date is September the 26th. Retail price is $130. Resale is $150. Is this a cop drop or resale?
This looks like something that you would wear when you're driving a Formula One car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a race car or something.
Race car, yeah. I'm not a fan of these. I don't even know why they're even dropping these. These are bad. This is an ugly shoe. This is something that shouldn't have been on this list, but I think we had to show love to another brand.
Right.
So having Puma on here, it's probably one of our first times talking about a Puma drop. But yeah, this is definitely a drop for me.
Do you think he got this collaboration because Rihanna had a Puma collab, right?
She is with Puma.
But she's
back.
We didn't say less then.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I got this.
Come on,
exactly why I got this shoe.
Yeah.
This is a drop. I mean, this shoe is terrible.
Yeah, it's straight.
It looks like he's been on the racetrack changing tires as a Formula One car comes around. So no, this is trash for me as well. So it's a drop.
What do you think with because there was a time where Air Force Ones were worn to beat the hell.
Right.
There's an age look that went in with Jordan 1s, things of that nature. And then they're transitioning. Gucci had a worn age look on a pair of their Ryan Times that dropped. This shoe is ugly as hell.
Right,
and you mix this in with everything else that everybody's doing as far as the distressed look. Do you think it'll go away after drops like this?
I don't think so, because you still have brands like Golden Goose.
That's right. Yeah, Golden Goose is popping.
That's their thing right there.
And I know that, dude.
They popping.
Yeah, they popping. Everybody wear it. And those shits be looking smoked out the box. And they expensive as hell. They like $700 for a pair of Golden Goose that already look smoked. That's crazy, man. That's a different look. Yep. Closing things out, we have the Asics Gel Kayano, the hottest shoe in the world right now.
Man.
14 and a gel 1130 pack. These come out on September the 27th in two different colorways. Looks like more of a mauve colorway, and then there's a purplish colorway. These come out on the 27th for a retail price of $140. If you want a pair right now, they're $170. Cop drop or resale wash.
This is a drop. This looks like it's for the ladies.
It's not though.
Yeah. I know it should be.
Yeah.
It's just so because now I like this. I like the Kayano brand that style.
That style. Yeah.
Yeah. Just not these colorways.
Yeah.
Just not these colorways. So yeah, this is a drop for me.
Yeah, it's a tough colorway. If I were to do one, it would have to be the mauve colorway with the blue.
You already have a lot of mauve though, right?
Man, I'm here with
as far as New Balance. Yeah, they already beat them to the punch on that.
To the punch. You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's have yourself a marvelous day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that mauve is that's gonna be a color in fall. People are doing a lot. Yeah, if you
I'm with it.
Yeah. So,
just not with these.
Not with these though. I'm gonna skip these. With Asics, you still trying to find you a pair that you like?
I found a pair that I like. I just haven't pulled the trigger on them yet.
Yeah,
they're like $130, I guess. Yeah. So, not that don't get it to it. I'm not saying that that's cheap or anything.
Nah.
But I'm just they're available.
Yeah, they're available.
So it's not something that's high up on the resale market. So
I was
I'm just taking my time.
I think it was Common Hype, or it was one of the guys that has a sneaker store. And in that sneaker store, they were saying the highest selling shoe that they've had all 2024 is the Asics Gel Kayano 14.
Really?
Like, literally, they said and think that a damn running shoe is the hottest shoe out. It's crazy.
That's
and
crazy.
They can't keep them in stock.
Yeah.
And I knew it was
you have a pair, right?
I got a pair, yeah. I got a pair of the
True to Size?
True to Size.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
Man, boy, both of mine.
You got me thinking about the phones now, man. True to Size.
Hey, man, listen, call me about them phones. I'm telling you, trying them phones, you be like,
But you know.
I'm telling you, got to go little hand. Now I'm telling you, I saw somebody talking about it. It was actually from Jeff Teague's podcast. It was actually Jeff Teague.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
said
was talking
got
about
for-
him.
he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, should have went up half a size. Forgot about that. It's tough,
Mm.
man. So yeah, but your foot might be different. Let's see.
Let's see.
Good call back.
Let's see.
Good call back. Yeah, let's get to the next segment.
Had me walking pigeon-toed, and you know,
Ain't
what I'm saying?
nothing.
like
I'ma
Mo
be
Marty
real.
Mar.
Tunnel vision time. This is the section between the recording studio or the playing field. This is the runway for athletes and entertainers to get fits off. We'll break down the fits of people inside the culture. Some are household names. Some are up-and-coming stars. Who we got first? Wash.
First up, we have Jabari Banks. It's an actor. Jabari is in Dover Street Motorsport. He's in a Dover Street Motorsport hat.
Yep.
Acne Studios suit. I'm sorry, the hat is $90. The suit is $900. And he's in Mission Margiela Tabby boots for $1,200.
Yeah.
Is he fresher than your average?
Wash, are you a fan of tabbies? It's been a big thing. People wearing the tabby sneakers, not sneakers, but boots. And tabbies, if you can zoom in, cameraman, they got the little circle there with just like your big toe, and there's a cut in between.
Yeah.
Man, TikTok had a big thing where a guy stole a lady's tabbies. They were out on a Tinder date or something like that. He stayed over to the house and smashed the cakes and took the tabby boots.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I
He had to
remember
return
that
her
story.
tabby boots. Yeah. Jabari Banks, man, I'm not a fan of this fit. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
wine glass holders.
Yeah.
Cameraman just came over with a.
It was just in.
Yeah, I've never held a wine glass with my toes before though.
Yeah.
So, but that's
Yeah.
who?
You know what tell us?
Tabbies.
Tabbies. We'll get to it. Go ahead.
So yeah, with these, I'm just not a fan of this fit. Me personally, I'm just not a fan of the oversized suit look. I get it; it's a thing. It's the hottest trend going right now. People wearing suits again, like we talked about in the '80s. People
Yeah,
are
man.
wearing suits to events now, which
Yeah.
is cool. But just not my swag. So not fresher than your average at all to me.
Right. Yeah, I would have to agree. I do like the suit. He's going with the more baggier look, more box cut look with the suit. So I do like that. But with the tabby shoes, like you said, man, I think those are for the ladies.
Yeah.
Shout out to Angela. I think she's big on the tabby.
Yeah, shout out to Angie.
tabby boots.
big on
So she's actually the first person I saw
Me
with
too.
those on.
Yeah.
So I think they look great on women.
Yeah,
It's just for guys, it's a no go.
it just looks weird. This is like something
Yeah.
we shouldn't be wearing, you know?
Right.
Yeah, but this fit, and I'm not a fan of you wearing a suit and a hat. That don't make any sense.
Good point.
Like if you're wearing
Yeah.
a hat, you shouldn't be wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Like it's like where you going? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So you're right. So the way he's doing it is obviously incorrect, and so
Right.
it doesn't look good when you're doing it like this because this suit is very sharp. The lines are cut pretty straight.
Mhm.
But you've seen people like in like a Ralph Lauren outfit
Oh,
where they're
yeah.
wearing a suit with
Yeah.
like the dad cap or something
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
So it's a way you can do it.
Yeah.
He's just doing it wrong.
He's doing it wrong. Amy
sure.
Leon Dore, people do wear slacks and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. I could
Mhm.
dig it. Next up, we have Yo Gotti, a musician. He's in the Prado single. He's in the Prado single-breasted wool suit for $5,200, and he's in the Prada American Cup sneakers for $825. Wash, is he fresher than your average?
The suit is fresh. It is clean. But if you've listened to Fresher Than Your Average since I've been a part of this,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the big gaudy jewelry. So
Yeah.
that's just too much. It's just too much. So with that being said, he's not fresher than your average. Just solely off that, man.
Yeah.
That chain for
That
me,
chain ruins the whole fit for you?
it ruins the whole fit for
Yeah.
me, man. It
Yeah.
ruins the whole fit for me. So nah, he's not fresher than your average to me.
And cameraman gave a good point there saying that Yo Gotti's 42 years old, correct?
Is he?
43 years old.
Wow.
I would say this is the best way that we could get Yo Gotti to come to the VMAs.
There you go. Okay.
Because he knows that he's in a situation where he's there representing his artist. Glorilla had a big performance there. So he had to
She
dress
killed it,
up,
yeah.
and she did a really good job. I'm not a fan of this suit with those Pradas, though.
Right.
So if you're going to do that, I think I would maybe play a different pair of shoes with that.
Mhm.
Not necessarily a pair of Pradas.
It's like the big sneaker too, huh?
Yeah, it's the
Big white.
the big white joints. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know. And maybe, just I'm sure it's a product T under there. So
Right.
yeah, man.
Might as well be.
I'm cool with the shirt and the tie. I mean, not the tie and the chain. The chain is fine. I ain't really tripping about the chain because it's Yo Gotti.
Because of who it is,
yeah,
right?
Exactly,
I feel you on that.
right?
That makes
You know what I'm
sense.
saying? So it makes sense on him. I'm just not a fan of white sneakers with this, but it's Yo Gotti again. So, his girlfriend had a gun.
As a purse. Right?
So
Cringe.
blind leading the blind. That's
Man.
what I call that. Yeah.
Man. Next up, we have DJ Khaled, who's an entrepreneur. The occupations are hilarious, but they're accurate though, right? He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, he is.
Khaled is in a Bottega Veneta Mauve suit.
Come on now.
For $8,600.
Yeah.
And some damn Nike Air Force One lows for $140.
Yeah.
Is he fresher than your average?
He put lipstick on a pig right here. Because that's a good suit, right? Khaled has a body style.
Yeah.
Shout out to Husky Nation that he has to hold down. But that's a good suit. He probably could have went down a size a little bit. It looks a little loose. Made the measure wash a little bit better on the pants.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of slack on them pants there.
Yeah, a lot of slack.
Khaled's
dressing for comfort though.
He is in comfort. He has to be. I'm telling you, Marv, man, it's a marvelous day.
Yeah.
And MTV Awards is a day for the marvelous days. But the forces, come on, man. We've seen people commit this foul. This is a bad foul, man. It happens a lot during our tunnel vision segment. And they have a good fit on, and they chase that thing with some white forces. And, man, it really does ruin the outfit.
I'm going to research that to see, is there a reason why this is continuing to happen? I'm seeing a trend.
But I think it is one of those things where you don't have a stylist, or if your stylist is like, you can just always wear a pair of white forces.
You good to go, right? Yes, you can't go wrong.
Man. And people are going to be like, that kind of makes sense. I can run some forces. People love to wear a pair of white Air Force Ones. Yeah. So, man, $8,600 suit, and then you chasing it with a $140 pair of white sneakers. That's it. City trends right now. Man, it's tough, man.
And the watch is killing, too.
Yeah,
what that is. What that is on his wrist.
Boy, good shades.
Right.
Good rose tinted glasses there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good situation, bad shoes.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. He's not fresher than average. It's just the shoes. Yeah. Kill it for me. And the fit of the trousers.
Yeah. Next up, we have Lionel Boyce. He's a thespian. Watch. He is a true thespian. In the Golf LeFleur wool baseball cap for $90.
Okay.
In Golf LeFleur smart jacket for $300. Golf LeFleur club collar shirt and a pink tie, all by Golf LeFleur for $500. Okay. Golf LeFleur pleated trousers for $400, and close things out with the Gucci shiny black tassel loafers for $950. Wash, is he fresher than your average?
Yeah, them joints are shining, man.
Yeah.
He's not fresher than your average.
Okay.
He looks like and I don't want to come off like I'm ragging on these guys or whatever, but this is just what, when I see them in these fits on red carpets, what they put me in the mind frame of. Okay. So it's no diss.
Okay.
But he looks like an usher at a movie theater, man.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. He's not fresher than your average, but I give him a C for trying.
Yeah.
He's at least trying. I mean, he's not wearing some big jeans that are hanging off of him, or it is put together at least. So I give him a C for that, but he's not fresher than your average though.
And Lionel Boyce, the thespian, is
what does he do again? What does he do?
He's a thespian. Yeah, he's a thespian.
That's it.
You guys watch The Bear?
Yeah.
He's the baker on The Bear.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the baker on The Bear. Yeah. So if you look
that's
at
him.
Lionel, yeah, that's him. Yeah, and he's a part of Our Future. That's why he has on all of Tyler's clothing.
Okay. So, he's a part of Our Future. Okay.
Yeah, he's part of Our Future. Yeah, so he's gonna be in all of their ads. And
that makes sense then. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see where you're going.
So he's paying homage to the homie.
Yeah.
If it was Wash, I'm pulling up to the homie's event, and I got the Wash clothing. I'm gonna wear the Wash clothing.
Got to,
give
man.
my dog some shine because
show love.
Listen, the Bears gonna win everything. They won everything at the Emmy, so
cleaned up for sure.
I think he did the best of what he got, man. Now the pink tie is trash.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had on the tie.
That ain't even
that was a good catch.
That ain't even. Yeah, man. Hey, man, that thing is bled dead. Yeah. That is not a good tie. Yeah, man. Listen, it's Golf LeFleur. It is a club collar shirt, and you can get it on the Golf LeFleur website right now.
Okay.
But yeah, man. I like the hat, but everything else, man, it just, and I get you're paying homage to your guy. Got a clothing brand. It's a hot clothing
brand.
Showing love. But closing things out with those black tassel loafers, man. Closing things out as that wasn't it.
It wasn't
That
it,
wasn't
man.
it, dog. He should have went. You know what he could have went with? Some good like sambas or something. That would have
Samba would have killed. Yeah, man.
That'd have been a good look.
Samba would have been dope.
John has a really good collab that came out with Adidas. With
They do, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been
A bunch of different colorways.
closed it out right there with that. That would have been it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So next up to close this out, we have Who's Fresher Than Your Average. Is featuring
Mm-hmm.
French Montana and Lil Durk.
Mm-hmm.
French Montana is in Amiri Snowflake pullover for $700, Amiri jeans for $640, and Prada American Cup sneakers for $850. Lil Durk is in Chrome Hearts leather jacket for $9,000, Chrome Heart jeans for $5,500, and Louis Vuitton boots for $2,900.
Jesus Christ.
Who's fresher?
Man.
French Montana or Lil Durk?
Okay, so here's the thing with
Chrome Heart killing, man.
Chrome Heart.
They
Listen,
ain't playing.
anytime you got, boy, you spending.
Yeah, man.
Boy, you is spending, boy. It's insane. Yeah, everything. You spending 1,000, you getting some.
Oh yeah, easy,
You gonna spend it rack.
easy.
Racky. Here's the thing. French. It looks like it's winter time already.
Yeah,
So I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of snowflakes and things of that nature. Yeah, so
He in the
I'm going
holiday
with-
spirit, huh?
He in the holiday spirit. It looks like dead ass. It's about to be a white Christmas, wherever they at. And Dirk, it looks like it's cold as hell. We got to realize this was done last week.
that's what I was gonna ask you, man. Is this? And I know you do your research. This photo has to be
Bro,
pretty current,
Bro, this
Where
is
are
last
they?
week, bro. They're at a photo shoot for a video. So in turn,
Okay.
they have a song. I'm sure Dirk has a song or somebody got a song. Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
you good, cameraman?
Okay.
Okay. Sneeze
All right.
fest. He's trying to get
Bless you,
attention,
my
people. Don't
brother.
worry,
Yeah, that's
he's trying
half
to
the battle.
Yeah.
But those boots are hard. I'm rolling with Dirk. I think Dirk has the better fit. What you think, Wash?
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm rolling with Dirk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, French. He's rocking the braids again. That's cool. You know, that's kind of his thing. That's his look.
That's his
You
thing.
know, I get it.
Yeah, he went to Turkey, got the hair extensions. Him and Tiger.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sure did.
Yeah.
I did
Because
read about
if you
that.
go back and look at some of them Coke Boys videos, French is receiving.
It was getting thin.
it was
Yeah.
thin. And then you got full Travis
Now you
Scott
back.
braids. Like, come on now.
Back.
Yeah. Nah.
But yeah, I just don't like this hoodie with the outfit. I don't like the colorway.
Nah.
Dirk is in the red ox blood
Yeah. Oh,
bomber type joint, so
Yeah.
we all about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lil Durk is cleaning them up here.
Yeah. Cleaned them up, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones where you don't really want this picture to get out. Like, this picture is so bad. This ain't even on French page.
It's not.
Oh, no.
We already knew he was losing
yeah,
it.
Yeah, it was a bad. He came in. Yeah, he came.
And looking at his face, at least kind
He
of
mad about it. Like, man, they taking a picture, man. Damn. You look like ain't
That-
no worse than getting washed.
right.
Yeah.
And knowing you get
Knowing you
watched.
getting washed. That's bad. That's funny. Let's get to the next segment before we start the cover story.
Yes, sir.
Next segment before we get started with the cover story, it is the Wear Your Kick segment. Wash, what shoes do you have on foot? What fit do you have on? Cameraman likes us to start from the hat to the shoe. Yeah, I'm just saying.
You tell me I start from the feet.
Produce me. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I ain't got no shades or nothing on.
I'm not wearing it. So I always start from the feet though. So yeah, so on foot I've got the Adidas Wells Bonders on.
Yeah, you
Something
do.
a little unique,
Yeah.
unique vibe. Man, these socks are by a brand called AO.
Okay.
So it's like a stackable sock.
Yeah.
So in short set, Fear God Essentials.
Yeah, dog.
And yeah, that rounds me out today, man.
Hey,
Just
you fresher
keeping
than
it
your
simple.
average, dog.
Appreciate it, man.
Fresher
I try a
than
little
average.
bit.
Yeah.
I try a little bit. What about yourself?
Moving right along to myself, I'm gonna start from the top. I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna start from the shoe. No. I start from the shoe.
What you want them to do, bro?
No.
It's your world.
I am starting from the shoe. It will be the Nike Dunk Low Off-White collab from 2021, Lot 1.
Lot one.
Yeah, Lot 1. Gallery Department jeans and the mauve colorway Gallery
Yeah.
Department long sleeve tee, and close things out. Music City Vintage No Free Coffee collab hat
Yeah, man.
on the top
Fresh.
there. Yeah,
Fresh,
man.
fresh.
Hey, listen, man. Yeah, we here. Yeah, a Music City Vintage. I'm going up there. Shout out to Jay from Music City Vintage. We got to do a
Okay, well,
collab. We got
okay.
to do something. Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
do something.
We need
Yeah.
us a hat.
Hey,
That'd be clean.
that'd be hard. We
We-
might
we-
do a collab.
Yeah,
hat.
we do.
Hey. Let's speak it up. Let's get to the cover story, man. Cover story time. It is the hottest fashion houses of the culture in 2024. Born from vibrant energy in music, sports, and art, fashion houses make the culture move. While it often defies as an easy definition, guys, its essence is instantly recognizable, from retro sportswear and luxury casuals to the pandemic era comfort wear, tech wear, and this epic sneaker culture. Fashion is a melting pot of influences. It is what you make it. I saw this dope quote, and this might need to be our mission statement. This is fire. Famed fashion photographer Bill Cunningham once declared, "The best fashion show is definitely on the street. Always has been. Always will be."
That's
so
true. That's true right there.
So what I'm saying is seeing something in motion. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily in a picture. Yeah, man. So seeing it in the street, always be. It might be our mission.
I believe
statement.
that.
I like that though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bill Cunningham. Sure. Yeah. We will kick things off. This has been in alphabetical order. So it'll be Amy Leon Dore. New York's Amy is, I think, one of the biggest brands.
Yeah.
Wash, you can kick things off. What do you think about ALD and what they've done since, I think they came out in 2016?
Yeah. Man, they're one of my favorite brands right now. I like how they're really giving, with as far as the last fall winter 24 line that they just released or whatever, it's definitely giving classic vibes. So the pieces are something you can wear for years to come. You know what I mean? So when they first came out, when they first became popular, some of the stuff was big and bold with the branding and everything. I think they've dumbed that down a little bit because people simply know who they are by their crest or logo now. So I think they're really catching their stride as far as the direction with the brand. The collaboration with New Balance is super dope. Man. So I love this brand. It's just one of my top two for sure.
Yep. Teddy Santis knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
I think it's the actual brand that transitioned, you know, where you pick up where something left off. So like Julius Erving came, and then Michael Jordan.
Yep.
I think this is the Michael Jordan to Ralph Lauren.
Absolutely. Man.
I really
do. That's great right there.
I really do. I just think just the way that it's set up, the brand has just grown so much that we've seen it over the past 5 years, from that knitwear all the way to vintage artwork that they use and their collabs, like Wash mentioned, man. It is a preppy inspired wardrobe, kind of similar to Ralph Lauren, but it is a sophisticated approach. If you see somebody in this, you pretty much know that, okay, it's one of those brands you're like, okay, you really,
for real.
You really know what's going on. If you're in some ALD. For sure. And it's, it's just a good brand, man, based out of New York. Ivy League prep. It is Americana streetwear. Would
you think they'll go any? Because they're in New York, right? You think they'll open up any more brick and mortars?
Man, the way that this brand is growing, they would have to. They're literally gonna have to.
That'd be dope.
Yeah,
I just
don't know where. Maybe
right.
Boston, because they got a big deal with New Balance. So maybe going to the Boston route. But yeah, man. That's a really good brand, man. One of my favorite brands out. Next up, we have Carhartt WIP. Wash. Talk to the people about Carhartt.
Carhartt is a classic brand. I like the way they're doing. I like the way they're doing this WIP though. It is making it more modern to the times, if you will, with the certain designs and color patterns they're putting together. It's not something I own any pieces of, but I do appreciate it when I see it out in stores. I actually ran into a store that carries it out here in Nashville, so I was surprised to see that. I mean, he showed me some dope pieces that they carry. I like the what they call the double knee jeans.
Carpenter jeans.
Yeah, carpenter jeans.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's something that's
tough.
In 2024 it's become super popular.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I like what the brand is doing. So it's not something that I necessarily would wear on a normal basis. But I appreciate it for sure.
It's super, like, basically American workwear. I think it was founded in 1889.
Right, it's been around forever.
Yeah, and then now they made the transition in 1989 to Carhartt WIP, which means work in progress, and the rest has been history, man. You can see it all the way from the Beastie Boys from the 80s and 90s, all the way now to Big Sean and Pusha T wears a lot of Carhartt.
It's so wild how things is coming back full circle, man.
Crazy, dog. And Carhartt, they did a Marnie collab. It is one of the best collabs I've seen. The only thing about Carhartt, it is very difficult to wear spring, summer.
Right.
Their clothes are so heavy, so well made. You're going to be sweating in that stuff. So you got to wear it in the fall.
You're not gonna make it in the South wearing this.
Hell no.
Not this spring and summer.
But yeah, man, that work in progress line, how they transition and now are doing collabs, like I said, with Marnie and a bunch of different fashion houses. Solidify, man.
Have they worked with any shoe brands?
Well, they did a Nike and then they did a New Balance. You remember the Carhartt New Balance?
Yeah, okay.
They're like a navy, and then it's like a brown pair.
Okay. Yeah,
they did
yeah,
a
sure
New
did. Yeah.
Balance. Yeah.
Remember those.
That was a dope too. But yeah, just really hard to wear unless you're in fall, winter, but it's a great sneaker.
Right.
And also just a great brand. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is the famous Chrome Hearts.
Man.
Hey man, brand's been around since the 80s. It started off as jewelry and
Okay.
then made that transition into fashion. What do you think about Chrome Hearts?
Man, Chrome Hearts is out of my league.
Man.
You know, I'll be honest. Like I'll shoot it right back to you and ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Where can you get this?
Yeah. So Chrome, you can't even get into the store unless you have you got to have like an appointment and you got to know somebody to get in. And it's so crazy. Like Chrome it's the status brand
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
of the 2020s. Like I've never seen anything like it. You
Yep.
know what it is because they just and the way that they roll stuff out, dude, they've been around. Like I saw Jay-Z
I didn't know that.
sitting courtside in Chrome Hearts with Beyonce in like 2005, dog.
Wow.
And I was looking, I was like, is that Chrome Hearts?
Yeah. Shout
He
out
had
to
a
Jay.
Chrome Hearts shirt on.
Did he?
2005, sitting courtside at a Lakers game, man.
Yeah, man.
Crazy, man. Just a status symbol brand.
Yeah.
Super Los Angeles base, but there's a daughter that took over for the dad.
Gotcha. Okay.
And she has put it in the right hands of people. So now, you know,
She's doing a good job, man, because
man.
it is one of those brands that is super exclusive. So
super exclusive.
I like the brand, but it's not something I'll ever have access to. So I enjoy seeing it and I'll appreciate it for that much. But as far as me owning any pieces, I understand and I've accepted that it's just not something I'll ever
it's just
have
one of
access
those.
to.
Yeah.
So and that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But yeah, so I like the way the brand's going though.
And with Richard Stark, he was one of the members that actually created this brand. And what he was doing was making jewelry for people that were in rock bands. So that's
Gotcha.
why it
That
kind of
makes
has
sense.
that gothic look to
Yeah.
it. And now
Yep.
with his eldest daughter, I think her name is Jessie Jo. She's vice president of Chrome Hearts, and now she's getting it into celebrities, into athletes.
Right, that's about to say.
Things of that nature.
Black athletes.
Yeah, black athletes for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So Chrome Hearts, but you got to think about it too. Like people have talked about Chrome Hearts for years, just wasn't ever really able to get it. They were just rings and shades and things. Of
Right,
that
just
nature.
accessories.
Right? But now they transition into clothes, and now they have a
They outta
jacket
there,
that's
man.
10 bands
Yeah.
for a leather jacket. That leather is pristine. They do a lot to go into it. Looking up Chrome Hearts, man, you'll find a lot. It's a big brand. It's going up.
Would you say are there pieces one of one?
Oh yeah. Oh
Gotcha,
yeah.
okay.
You see a pair of those jeans.
So that
that's
joint
one-
Dirk, that
Yeah.
jacket Dirk had on, that's his
That's
joint.
his jacket.
Okay. That's fire.
There's a guy we talked about him, Devin Godshow, that plays football for the New England Patriots, and bigger guy, big football guy.
Yeah.
Had an overall set.
I remember that.
You remember that guy? 10,000 for an overall set. You know, so yeah,
That's
know,
him.
They know what they're doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Chrome Hearts.
Yeah.
It isn't. Cameraman put up a good point. Yet that is an Amex style. Like you're gonna have to be able to get in to get in. Like
Right.
I've seen friends of mine that were going to LA and it was like I was trying to walk into the Chrome Hearts store and they was like, "Duh, you can't. What? You just can't walk into the Chrome Hearts store."
They're like, really? Okay,
Yeah,
good luck with
Yeah,
that.
good luck with that. Yeah, that hadn't happened.
Yeah.
Moving on next to Denim Tears, founded by Wash's guy Tremaine Emery.
My God.
Talk about Denim Tears, man.
Man, I like Denim Tears because it's refreshing to see.
It is.
Right. And a brother bringing out his creations and paying homage, if you will, to the past. Not the biggest fan of the cotton wreath. I know where he's going with it and what it symbolizes and everything, so I get it. But it's not something that you would necessarily be wearing every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's more of like that particular style when they do the cotton wreaths. To me, it's more of an occasional look.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a super refreshing brand, though. I like where they're putting out more and more pieces.
Yeah,
you know, as
they are.
time goes on.
They
So it's not just based on the cotton wreath brand. I mean, you can get hoodies with just African diaspora lettering on it or font, if you will. So yeah, man, I'm a huge fan of the brand.
Yep.
For sure.
Denim Tears has done a lot of collabs as of late. They did a collab with Offset. They did a collab with Saint, who we'll talk about in a second here. Just with that Levi's
Clips.
with the clips as well, yeah. But that Levi's palette that they use, and Levi's again, if you want to go and create a pair of jeans and put something cool on it, Levi's gives everybody free reign to do that. And Tremaine Emory, starting in 2020, found a cotton wreath, and it just took off from sweats to hoodies, to tees.
Sweat sets, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's it's just one of those things where, and Tremaine Emory is under the Kanye West umbrella there.
Yep.
Yeah, so one of those guys that came out under him, man, and just been powerful ever since. And it's just funny seeing people not of color.
That's why I was going to go there. I
knew you would. Yeah, it is.
What do you think of that?
You
said it's funny.
It's funny. It's refreshing as well because they don't have a clue. And
right.
That's what we're here to do, to be like, hey, do you know that they're symbolizing our freedom
right
by wearing a cotton wreath, and Caucasian Americans and people that are not of color walking around wearing a cotton wreath, and you're probably
kind of makes you wonder,
right? You're probably slave owners,
right?
Which is insane.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So shout out to Denim Tears, man. A very high brand on the decline, I would say, though, compared to how hot they were in 2023, 2022. It's been faked a lot,
Right.
So in turn, it's hard to kind of keep up with that. I think that's why you mentioned he's going with a lot of the specific new brands, saying, hey, I'm going away from the actual cotton wreath and doing something that just says Denim Tears.
Yep. He's going to have to do that in order to keep it fresh.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Next up, we have Fear of God, also the Essential brand. Wash. Let's talk about Jerry Lorenzo.
Hey, Jerry Lorenzo is my favorite designer at this point in time. Okay. I feel like Jerry, he's also from the Kanye West family tree as well.
I agree. Yeah.
I think he picked things up where Kanye left off. I say that unfortunately, but it all worked itself out. I mean, Jerry was coming through regardless, I think.
Absolutely.
But I'm glad he's here because
right.
of Kanye and his situation is really no longer.
Yeah.
So it's good that we have somebody still in that space that's creating athleisure wear still with a more modernized twist to it, with the larger fitting, if you will, and different colorways as well in his clothing that you don't normally see.
Nah, man.
You growing up, you would never see a mint green set, short set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just isn't something you'd see.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, super happy for Jerry. Super, I like where he's going with it.
Yeah.
Chicago native.
And you look at with Jerry, the way that he moves, coming from an HBCU, went to Florida A&M, and on top of that, his dad was a Major League Baseball player and a coach. So he paid a lot of homage to. He had a colorway that came out of the Nike Fear of God that was FAMU color.
FAMU, yep.
Yeah, so, and even with that green, that's the green that he used for the shoe that came out, so he does a lot of things that kind of pay homage to the African-American person as a whole, coming out in 2013 and transitioning a little later to Essentials, which is something that's a little bit more affordable for the masses, and did a collab with PacSun, and you'll be able to get some Fear of God a lot easier now.
Yeah.
We talked about this pre-production. Do you think that Jerry needs to go away from the Fear of God and just go straight to Essentials?
No, because I think his vision still is heavy on the flagship piece. So right, the Fear of God flagship brand. Right. That's still why he's here.
Yeah.
I just think it's super dope that he offers a more affordable line too.
It's true.
Right. Yeah. So he should I think he'll still stay true to why he's here and creating his own fashion house and all that good stuff. But he'll continue to do the Essentials piece as well, because I think that keeps the lights on.
Yeah.
For what he's doing with the flagship brand.
Yeah.
So
with that flagship brand, I think what he does is put a luxury tag with a luxury price tag. And on top of that, what it does with the Essentials, it still looks as good though.
Right.
Like if you look at some of the Fear of God pieces and you're looking at the Essentials pieces, not a lot of difference, but you can see the small detail. He'll have leather patches, things of that nature in with the Fear of God, and he might use the same exact thing, but minus the leather patch, which in turn, that's what you're paying for, premium actual quality. So yeah, man, his mix of references just went out the park, man, once he got away from the Ye moniker and right up under that umbrella. And I think he got away at the right time. Him and Jermaine as well. And even Virgil. Shout out to Virgil.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Next up, we have Gallery Department, founded in 2017. Man, big brand.
Yeah.
I have on a shirt right now, so that's back to
Yeah.
back with stuff that we're wearing. Talk to me about Gallery Department, Wash.
Yeah, Gallery. I love the brand. I don't own any pieces yet personally, but I think it's the brand of the now and also the future.
Yeah.
So I think it's only going to get better as time goes on, just because I think the ideas that they've been dropping have pretty original.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I give them credit for that with the paint splatter. That seems to be something that's signature for them. So I can see them carrying that type of design and style
Yep.
into other pieces outside of hoodies and tees and jeans. You may see them develop blazers,
Yeah.
or develop cardigans,
Yeah.
and go into that lane as well. So I like where they are with it for sure. It's definitely a brand for the of the culture, hip hop culture,
yeah.
for sure. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
And when they were founded in 2017, Joseph Thomas, his whole identity was to kind of repurpose vintage garments. So it kind of looked as if, you were out doing something. That's why he's so synonymous with the paint splatter. Kind of remembrance of, do you remember the brand Mesquite back in the day?
Yep.
Very similar to that.
I remember
He
that.
talks about how he was just looking at those Mesquite shirts and saw
That's a
that
good call out, yeah.
it was one of those things. He was like, man, that's what I saw was cool back in the day. And just a lot of things. His family are a bunch of artists, so in turn, the paint splatter pays homage to his family's lineage as far as artists. So yeah, man, it's hand splatter shorts, hoodies, tees, things of that nature. What hurts the gallery though, there's a lot of fakes of that as well.
knockoffs, yeah.
So in turn, it kind of waters down some of the looks, but
Yeah, that's why they got to keep reinventing, man.
Exactly.
And they can have the staple pieces, the hoodies and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but they've got to add some additional
exactly.
garments to go along with it.
Came
bro.
out and did a collab with Lon Von, did a collab with Denim Tears, also did a collab with Saint as well.
Asics too, right?
Asics
Yep.
as well. Huge collab with Asics. They done 2 pair of shoes and just completely sold out of both of those. So yeah, man, very recognizable brand, but one of my favorite brands, Gallery Department. Speaking of, is Kith with Ronnie Feig. It is pronounced actually Ronnie Feig.
Fake, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, me
I saw
either.
him on he was on Complex. And he says,
Okay.
yeah, people always say Feig, but it's actually Feig.
He's just never corrected.
Yeah, just never corrected. Founded in 2016, and just one of those big brands. Watch, talk to me about Kith.
I like Kith, man. Kith to me is it's a classic streetwear brand Kith. They know their lane.
They do.
Right? They know their lane. So I equate them to like a Gap when I was growing up. You know, Gap had a run where it was considered good
Premium.
quality,
Yeah,
right?
premium,
Stuff. So I put Kith in that lane, but at a more modern, elevated quality style for 2024 for sure. So, I mean, I love what they're doing. The collaborations, like you mentioned, have always been on point and great.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is they do. I don't see too many of their stuff being knocked off or counterfeited.
Nah.
I mean, I could be misspeaking, but I'm not seeing any of it.
Not a lot. You don't see a lot of Kith being reproduced. And on top of that, the way that they're expanding, they have a Miami store. They got a London
do they?
store.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a Tokyo store. So I think they got an LA store as well. So if you just look, this brand, I think, is one of the brands along with ALD and Teddy Santis and Ronnie Feig are really close.
Yeah, put them all in there.
Yeah, they're all in the same thing. So if you are in New York, in Brooklyn, there's a Kith store. And then you go to Queens, that's where ALD is. So
All right.
a big New York
I got to make
store.
that trip, man.
Yeah, man. You got to get
all
out there
them
to
up.
see them. Yeah, man. Because I just like the way that Kith is used. Super clean. You don't see a lot of brand recognition on there. It's just
It's not
super
too busy.
clean. Yeah, it's not a busy brand. They do a lot of collabs though. I think, but their rollouts, they have the best rollouts in fashion. All the fashion houses right now.
You think so? Okay.
Oh man, yeah, just the best. And because they use recognizable people, because Ronnie is our age, right?
Right.
So in turn, he goes and gets
Wesley Snipes or
Wesley
somebody.
Snipes,
Yeah.
or he'll get
Who else did he get
Chaz
that was-
Palmieri from Goodfellas and things of that nature, and Ray Liotta, Spike Lee, the Dipset guys, of course the Locks right here.
yeah.
Yeah, no, so and then he does a collab every year with the Knicks, his favorite basketball team. So yeah, man. I mean, it's just one of those brands I don't think gets talked about enough because they do so many collabs.
Yeah.
We don't really just pay any attention to them. But Kith, man, one of the best brands out.
For sure.
Talking about a big dog now. The big dog, LV.
But they're here though.
But they're here. Yeah, talking about LV watch.
Yeah. So LV, Louis Vuitton.
Yep.
Classic brand, obviously.
Yep.
You know, for many reasons. They're sticking out this year for me though, personally, because of the collaboration, if you will, they're doing with Pharrell Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He's the
Creative director.
Mm-hmm. So what he's doing is he's definitely giving them street cred.
Oh yeah.
Putting them into the hip hop community and the culture, and it's just taking off, man. I mean, everybody is excited about it. They've been excited about it since it rolled out.
Right.
I mean, the Clips have sort of kind of based their album off of it. They kind of use it as part of their rollout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, Louis Vuitton is killing the game right now, especially at that level, that high end level for sure.
When they made that transition from creative director to Virgil, that took them right where we needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that collab that they did with the Air Force Ones, then you see Pharrell kind of piggyback that, picking a Timberland to do a collab with. Man, and that you get that shoe right there. Mm-hmm. Like that's one of those ones. That's a $5,000 boot. That's insane.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So
you know what's so wild about that, man, is that boot has become so much the thing now. Mm-hmm. You can get Timberlands, the wheat joints for under retail.
Wow.
Yeah. They're like $150 on StockX right now.
Wow. Yeah. Black Timberlands. Yeah.
Because everybody's, I'm sure they're hunting for the Louis Vuitton version.
But they can't afford them.
Nah.
$5,000 for a Timberland. Now it's monogrammed, and that's famous monogram. I don't think, which monogram is bigger, Gucci's monogram or LV's?
Man, yeah, that's a great question, man.
Man, that's a tough one.
Yeah. For me, I'd say a wash. Because now mind you, I don't play in those spaces, so you know what I mean. I'm window shopping, right?
Yeah, okay.
So, but with that being said, it's for me, it's more of a wash. Here in Nashville, we just got both stores. Well, Louis Vuitton has been here for a little while. Mm-hmm. We have a Gucci store now too. Yep. They're right across the way from each other.
They are.
So it's like you walk through and it's literally a head-to-head competition you're seeing between the two brands.
Yeah,
that's going on.
Boy,
which I think is dope for the city to see. So, but it's a wash. What about you?
Man, as far as for our culture,
you're a Gucci guy.
Gucci. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. For our culture, I would say Gucci. Now transitioning past Virgil and things of that nature, I would say as of recent, yes, that LV monogram is a lot bigger. But Gucci, it started in the 80s for us.
Yeah.
Don, what's my man name? Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan, yeah.
You got a hold of that, and man, he made it pop. So
he did.
I would say with Gucci, as far as my longevity, as long as I've been alive. But Louis Vuitton, going into that next, 20, 30 years, I think they'll figure out a way to kind of keep it going.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Rude, started in 2015 by Ruigi. What do you think about Rude?
Rude is one of my favorite street brands right now, man. I like the way he markets this with the font and the spelling of Rude. I think is super creative, and when you first see it, it catches you off guard a little bit because you're wondering, what does that say?
Right.
But then once you hone in on that, you just recognize that if it's a sneaker, it's going across the back of the heel or something like that. Or if it's a hoodie, it's big and in your face, not overbearing,
right?
But it's genius the way he uses that font. I'll say this: it's hard to explain if you aren't familiar with the brand.
Yeah.
But when you see it, you know what it is. But it doesn't slap you in the face though, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So I love the brand.
Yeah, man. And the first person I saw in Rude, weirdly enough, it was Jordan Clarkson. And Filipino as well.
Yeah.
Luigi's also Filipino. And you see him and you're like,
he's the first Filipino NBA player, isn't he?
Yeah.
I thought I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah. But I saw him and I was thinking like, man, that's a dope shirt. Didn't think anything about it. Then the next week, who's sitting courtside, Jay-Z, Rude shirt, Rude hat. And I was like, damn, that's the same shirt that Jordan Clarkson had on.
Starts picking up.
And man, that was in 2016, 2017. Here we are. One of the biggest brands out, man. Yeah. Just one of those things where he designed the varsity jacket for Jay-Z's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. Had that on. It's just like to see where he started and where he's at now. I think just by himself, he's one of the bigger brands right now. I think he just has to find a way to kind of do more collabs. His collabs have been a little bit more upscale. He did a collab with Ferrari, Porsche.
Right, yeah.
You know, things of that nature. So maybe if he can tone down a little bit, maybe come down to the normal people.
Right.
Not necessarily get a Ford, but
Right.
do something that's a little bit more normal.
Maybe Nissan or something like that.
Something,
You know?
yeah.
Along those lines.
Yeah. Next up, we have St. Michael, one of the biggest brands that nobody talks about. Japan collab US, and it's a guy named Callie Thornhill out of LA, and Utah from Ready Made. Have you heard of that brand, Ready Made?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, they collab to make Saint. So
Okay.
that's what you see with Saint. What do you think about Saint?
Man, you made a great point just then, man. This is a brand. It's a sleeper brand for me.
It is, man.
You know, I do like it.
Yeah.
I like the pieces. I like the way he uses the color blocking and the different designs.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me though, it's out of my age range for me. You know,
Really?
I'm 45.
Yeah.
Just for the things I see, it's colorful. You know, it's the fits of the, like, I've seen some things that give me like an airbrush feel to it, or it's got artwork on the front and the back and all of it, which is super dope.
Yeah.
But that's just not something I would see myself in.
Got you.
But you know, I mean, I can totally, and that's the thing I tell people a lot that are of my age group. Hip hop is only 50 years old.
That's it.
51 years old now, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so we're growing with that culture. So there was a time where people would look at people and say, "Oh, why is he still rapping? He's 40 years old." Well, it's like that's not the case anymore, man. You're gonna see people in their 40s and 50s wearing this type of garment and clothing because it's still
relevant.
It's still relevant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great point. Yeah, so still relevant. So I like how he did how many X's is in that
Man, it's
like what's the, I'm sure you're gonna get to the story behind it.
Yeah, it is St. Michael.
Yeah.
Kelly DeWitt is the guy that designed, him and Jerry helped design all of the Life of Pablo merch that we saw.
Yeah.
So this is the guy that did it. And he
Gotcha. Okay.
literally, I'm telling you, Kanye West, dog, dude, like that tree, and it's just like little people, like fucking what's the guy? Salehi, Berry, dude, like just so many people that came out under that tree for him to go and do this. Now Saint has some. They got the best sweats in the game. I promise you, Wash.
You know, yeah. Land, my bad,
bro.
Land.
Like their sweats, elite sweat hoodies. It's more of a comfort fit type of situation. Now they do have a lot of things that are a lot of biblical like phrases and stuff.
That's what I was going to. So you have the navy, right? So I saw a bread colorway in that.
Red colorway, black and red.
Black and red. Fire. Yeah, it's the angel with the wings.
Death,
It's got the Air Jordan wing logo.
The Air Jordan wing logo.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is. Yeah.
You put me on, me dog. It's courtside. Yeah.
Power Ghost.
Oh yeah. Power Ghost. Sure did, man. You got to get on Power Ghost.
Yeah,
man. That
missed
faster stuff.
Yeah. No, I missed that.
Power Book 2.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Jay will start watching Power 3 years from now, man. Tell us how great it was.
Season, and then Buddy walked out of a fire. 50 Cent walked out of a fire. I said, I can't.
Man. He made it out.
I got out of there. Nah.
He came with a dog, man.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, but Saint, I'm telling you, one of my favorite brands, St. Michael, just a great brand. A lot of the stuff that they do is a lot of biblical stuff to it. Kind of makes it a little weird on some of that stuff, but a lot of their brand stuff just goes crazy.
I'll just ask you, because you bring up something else. I'm seeing a lot of that where there's a lot of Christian-based brands coming out.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'll say that, but I'm not gonna shout this brand out now. I'm sure I'll wear it at some point in time. But I ordered a shirt from a Christian-based brand.
Mm-hmm.
Man, do you know it took them 2 months for me to send me my garment, bro?
2 months.
2 months, and I was emailing them, DMing them on IG, and I'm seeing them active. You know what I mean? They posted stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute,
what are y'all doing?
Can I get an update on my order?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is so. My question is, and I know nobody's perfect, right? But as a Christian brand, do you elevate your expectation of a Christian brand when it comes to customer service and taking care of people?
You would think.
I feel kind of weird, like wait a minute now. They preaching the word of God,
on,
but
man.
they ignoring my messages. What's
Come on,
going
man.
on?
Yeah. Still a business.
It's still a bit. There
Yeah,
you go. There
Still
you
a
go.
business. Yeah.
There you go.
You stupid, man. Yeah.
Right.
We'll close things out with Supreme New York City.
Oh, the one.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
the one, the start of it all.
Yeah.
I would say the most famous streetwear brand that we've seen. Nothing is bigger than Supreme. Absolutely.
Cameraman is questioning
the
the famousness of Supreme.
Famous. There's nothing more famous than that block red Supreme.
What would you
Nothing
say then,
like
cameraman? If
He
not
ain't got-
Supreme, then who?
Yeah, he ain't
Okay,
got
my
nothing, 'cause it ain't
There
there.
you go. right.
Sean John.
right. Oh goodness. Right. Yeah.
Too soon.
Let us not touch that
Yeah,
one.
too soon.
Pause.
Talk to me about Supreme, Wash.
Man, Supreme. You're right. Supreme, the most famous brand when we're talking about that lane that they're in.
Oh yeah,
So much so that I don't own any Supreme.
man.
You know, and it's not because I've never tried, but it's
Right.
just one of those things. It was so popular, you
crazy.
didn't know, and it's easy to counterfeit it, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if you know that person and know that they're about their Supreme lifestyle, then
Mhm.
cool. But just being out and seeing certain people in Supreme, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's
Come on, man.
probably not real.
Yeah, it's probably not real.
You know,
dog.
and I hate to be that way, but it's
Yeah.
sometimes that's just how it is. It's no
Oh,
hate or
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, it ain't.
But I love the Supreme brand for sure. I think it's gonna be around
Yeah.
for a very long time. So
And with that iconic box logo, I think that Ronnie Fag has saw the way that they were doing the collabs, and it kind of watered down the brand. If you notice, I think Ronnie has kind of dialed down some of the collabs, and it's just for stuff that he's closer with. So maybe New Balance and things of that nature. But Supreme, man, it was a point in time every Thursday you were getting on there, and there was something coming out. Every
Really?
Thursday, it was insane. But I think it was just they were just flooding the streets, or
Right.
Whatever. It was flood. It was guerrilla marketing.
how are they
It was
dropping
people-
it? Like on the
It's
website
on the
or?
website. It's on the app. Like you
Oh,
get
so they have their
Supreme
own app.
You'll get an alert. Fashion brand drop today. Boom, and you
Oh,
get
wow.
the link. And bot field. It was
Right, I can
insane
imagine.
at one time. But yeah, man, Supreme. I would say the height of it went in 2017 when they did the collab with LV. Like that's and those pieces right now go for $10,000.
Wow.
Like for jeans, hoodies, things of that nature. Supreme
Yeah.
is one of those brands, man, that it's gonna be remember how Facebook came out with a movie? There'll be a movie about Supreme.
You
when
think
we
so?
get older.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, man. It was that big of a time. Even if it's just a documentary, it's something that story needs to be told because
It does.
it really changed the face of streetwear.
What'd you call the logo? The box
Box logo.
Yeah.
That red box logo. Any drop that they have, there's always a box logo tee in it. Every
Okay.
drop. So from 2010 to 2024, there's a box logo that comes out, and they still sell out. It's insane. Still.
Yeah. Now I've seen some of their white tees.
Yeah.
You can buy them in the pack, right? It's
Yeah.
like $70. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's too expensive. What is the quality of those tees? you think?
Trash.
Trash.
Oh, yeah, it's trash. Fruit of the Loom. But that Supreme doesn't have the best like brand. Like that's what I think that's what kind of washed them out. Because if
Okay.
you get their tees, even their famous signature tees with Andre 3000s on the front,
Al
all
Green
those,
and
Al
yeah.
Green, all that, right? Those tees are trash.
Really?
They're not the best
Dang,
tees in the
man.
world.
They selling them joints for $100.
Man, now
If not more.
but they retail for $50.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you're getting them out the Supreme side at $40-$50. So it's it's a great brand, but Kith Tees way more elite, like heavyweight Amy, heavyweight tees, Saint huge like heavy thick tees. Supreme, bro, you put that shit up to the light, it's thin as
Oh, you can say, oh man.
It's-
Oh, man.
yeah, and that's the thing. Then they knew what they were doing. Yeah. But this is just it's an elite brand. It started as a skatewear, like people skateboard guys. Tyshawn, you look at one of the biggest people that they have right now. It's a skateboarding brand. Like it's not necessarily a thing that they're doing as far as like, just like a straight streetwear brand like Sane or LV or
Right.
anything, bro. It's literally skaters. It's for skaters. And to make that transition, it was perfect because we talked about during the 2010s, there was an infusion in 2000 to 2010 of skatewear, like people wearing skating brands, and Supreme was the actual brand that benefited the most of it. So shout out to Supreme, man.
Yeah, man.
Honorable mentions we didn't get to talk about because we couldn't be on here for 2 hours. Hey, Prada.
Prada, yeah.
Prada's big right now.
Prada's big
right now.
Yeah.
Palm Angels. Huge right now.
That's a good call right there. And there was one more, man, that
Amiri. Amiri's big. But see, I'm going to tell you, Drake kind of ruined Amiri.
You think so?
Girl, you never catch me in a pair of Mike Amiris. Even
Joe
Baby
Budden
said that too.
Says that Budden ruined it.
Joe Budden also ruined it with that nasty ass hat he was wearing all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stone Island, Palace, Bape. Bape should have been there. We could have talked about Bape. Bape is huge.
Right now?
Still, to this day. Bape sells out.
Yeah.
Sells out to this day. Bape is Supreme right there. If you want to talk about like signature brands, it's Bape, Supreme, and then BBC was before all of that. So,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Pharrell.
So yeah, let us know. I know we missed out on a couple of brands.
Yeah.
I get it, but these are
let us
the
know.
hottest ones, fashion houses that we had to talk about on this issue.
But 2024.
Yeah, man. Close us out, Wash. What we drinking?
Yeah, man. So today in Drink Like You Got Some Sense, we're going with a dark chocolate old fashioned. Right? So we're going 2-part Uncle Nearest 1856. So that's more of the aged whiskey.
Okay.
2 dashes of orange bitters.
Okay.
1 part dark chocolate syrup.
Okay.
So that's where you're gonna get the chocolate flavor and everything from. And you'll top it off with a dried orange slice for garnish.
Oh, for garnish.
Yeah, you out the door.
And the dark chocolate old fashioned.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
already had it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything I'll
put
send
it
you
to
a
the
picture
dirt.
of.
Yeah.
For sure.
You already put it.
I don't play them. I probably need to, that's just why I done picked up 10 since
Yeah.
it's COVID. So
But yeah, that's your.
had to mixing these drinks.
So that's what you're
it's all
saying.
good though.
You're practicing what you preach.
Yeah.
You wearing your kicks and you copping responsibly.
Yeah.
But you telling people what to drink because you already put it to the dirt.
And drink like you got some sense.
Drinking like you got some damn.
You drink like you got some sense. That's what you do with that.
Yeah. One more time.
to the table.
Put your shoe to the dirt. Put your drink to the table.
Put your shoe to the dirt. Put your drink to the table.
No, man, you put no drink to the table. You putting the drink to you drinking it.
Yeah,
You have some sense.
drinking like you got some sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Until next time, man. Wear your kicks, man.
And cop responsibly.
We're out, guys.